Should I start by saying they didn't vote for me? It's not, that's right. Exactly. In the good New Jersey tradition. Well, first of all, let me thank all of you for coming out here tonight. The one thing we don't know yet is who won this election, but we know that it's not us. And that's okay. Let me just say a number of things. First, and when we do find out who won, we really need to get behind that person and support that person with all the energy that we had in this campaign. Whether it's John Corzine or Chris Christie, they deserve the support of every one of us in New Jersey, because the problems that face this state are significant, and we need to unite behind that person and give that person every bit of support that will make this state the great state that we know it can be and should be, and in my mind still is, even if we're off course for the moment. So whoever wins tonight deserves our full and total support. This has been a tough campaign, and no one knows that better than my family. And I'll remember this for a long time. It's never easy, in particular for the spouse of a candidate. And, you know, it's sort of never fully in the campaign, never fully out of the campaign, because you're the spouse, you're a participant, you're an organizer, you're a fundraiser. You do all the things that Bea had been asked to do. And Bea always performed it in a way that was unbelievable. Really, no one knows how Bea is a longtime professional in her own right, as many of you know. She is about the smartest person I've ever known, and has always been there to support me and to help me figure out what the best way to go was, despite the long odds and the idea that this was going to be a tough battle. Bea was there from the moment we first thought about doing this, and has been there all the way through. So believe me, I will never be able to thank her adequately, and I'm sure she'll never let me forget it. And I also have to thank my two wonderful daughters, Alexandra and Justine. You know, after graduating from Columbia University and spending a few years in marketing and advertising in New York, Alexandra put her career on hold to join this campaign as a deputy campaign manager. And she brought an energy and an enthusiasm that was indefatigable. Just ask anyone in this campaign who hesitated in the slightest way when Alexandra asked them for their support. She was relentless. People begged for forgiveness and promised to vote for me. They promised to vote if she'd just leave them alone. She even got out-of-staters to promise to continue to move here and vote. But seriously, anybody would be foolish not to want someone like her to take the leadership role in their organization. She's been really fantastic. And as for Justine, after graduating from Bucknell in May, she took not even a day break. We put her on the campaign trail right away. She said, "I want to sleep in." No. "I just graduated. I don't care." "I need to look for a job." "You have one. Just you're not getting paid." But focusing mostly on helping the volunteer effort and many of the day-to-day administrative activities, she was a solid rock in our small but dedicated staff. She was always positive, always cheerful, a great observer of the pulse of the campaign. And any of you who read her blogs, and I don't know that she was able to keep up throughout the whole campaign, but they were the highlight of our website for a long time. I would get people commenting on it in most places I went. And with her degree in early childhood education, she's going to be a great inspiration for students when she gets back to searching for her job and beginning her teaching career. And she, too, was just terrific and just something I will never forget. You know, it's great. Kids really do grow up, and they turn out pretty well usually. And I have to especially thank my running mate, Frank Esposito, Dr. Frank Esposito. The distinguished professor of history and education at Kean University. He brought honor and dignity to this campaign. You know, he and his wife Sherry their family took up the torch of independence with great enthusiasm and hard work. I'm only sorry that we couldn't have won this campaign and given him the opportunity to share statewide the skills and talent that he brought to both education and higher education throughout his career. It could have energized education in New Jersey, and I certainly hope that he will continue to serve whenever asked by a governor of either party or an independent governor, should there be one. And I will be forever grateful for his assistance and his partnership. Frank, it was wonderful. Thank you very much. And for my staff, the long hours that they put in, the dedicated work and sleepless nights, no one could have imagined that such a small group of people could have the kind of broad impact, not only here in New Jersey, but you saw it across the country. People were talking about what we were doing here and the things that we were saying and the ideas that we had and the fact of how important it is to step up and talk seriously and substantively about the issues that face this state and this nation. We had people that were really, as I said, it's kind of collectively it was the mouse that roared. If I named one, I'd have to name them all. Everybody in this campaign, from particularly the people who began at the very beginning as I was going to start to name people, and I know I'll get in trouble if I do this. So let me just say, everyone in this campaign that took part in this campaign knows how deeply honored I am for them to have taken part in it and helped me, from family and friends and neighbors, people who were paid and people who were volunteers. The people in this campaign were among the most dedicated and professional people I've ever worked with. I'm truly grateful, and I think New Jersey ought to be grateful for their work. And all of you who volunteered and put up lawn signs and passed out brochures and talked to your neighbors and friends and begged for money and always believed that it was never wrong to vote for the right person and had the courage and who took the time to talk with us and exchange ideas and to talk and to go on the campaign trail as often as actually in many ways all night and all day. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. All of your efforts had a great impact on me and many voters throughout New Jersey. And finally, let me thank two groups in particular that had the courage to support me. One was the Sierra Club, Jeff Tittle.